I think a lot of men still believe that women are mainly looking for a provider. When in reality, a lot of women are already providing for themselves now. We have our own money, we have our own career, we have our own apartment. But what a lot of women are actually craving isn't just a man who can pay for things, it's a man who knows how to listen, a man with emotional intelligence, a man who can communicate and understand nuance and actually make a woman feel seen. Because you can be with a man who does everything right on paper, but if he doesn't understand you on a deeper level, you're still going to feel lonely in that relationship. And I think this is where a lot of women go wrong in dating because they prioritize the surface level traits status, money, confidence, chemistry, but they don't stop early enough to ask, does this person actually understand me? Can he hold emotional depth? Does he know how to listen without making everything about himself? Because if you don't prioritize that early on, you can easily end up in a relationship where you're deeply misunderstood. And I don't think that's talked about enough. A provider's great, but being emotionally safe with someone, being deeply understood by someone, those are the things that actually determine the quality of the relationship.
This is complete cap because you have access to this and you've had access to this. You know, women are more successful. We own our own homes. We have bank accounts. We have this. We have that. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, if it's about a man's personality, like I keep saying, you have access to a ton of guys that have great personalities. In fact, you need channels like mine to snap most men out of the BS, to snap them out of being so giving, so sure about a woman, because it gets them nothing in return. So why do channels like mine need to exist? To help men better decode things in dating and actually understand their own self-worth if what you're saying is true. Women are looking for more than providers. They're looking for a guy that will sit there and listen to them and uplift them. And honestly, you know, men do care about women. That's half of the reason why you guys have rights. That's why men still defend your honor in a lot of cases. So miss us with all of this, you know, we're looking for more than providers. We don't want to hear it. It's nonsense. Let's get the next one.
I am in the point of dating where I am just sitting on my couch, texting. It's like the only thing I can think of doing right now. Why is it so fun to text a crush? I don't know. But it's so fun. This is more than just a crush, if I'm being for real. You know, when you try to avoid something for so long that you think you don't want, the universe is just like, it's not up to you. It's not up to you. I've made it very clear to this man, I am not ready for a relationship. And he has not pressured me for one at all. But the way that he has been behaving as just a normal person who I've been hanging out with, I can't ignore it. It's like, obviously the feelings are growing. Oh my God, if I ever post this. No. Anyway, just figured I'd share for anyone that's going through it. Doesn't last long if you don't let it, I guess. I don't know. That's all. This is how I look at my phone all day. I want to puke.
Told you, the less that you do will expose how a woman feels about you, because check this out. She thinks she's big and bad. I'm not looking for a relationship. I told him that. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just be myself. I'm gonna kick it with you because I'm feeling you, but I'm not gonna put too much on it. And now look at her. Turns out she's feeling him more than she thought. But if he would have started chasing behind her, she wouldn't have been confused. He would have given her certainty. But now she's like, why am I feeling this way? Because he's not campaigning for the relationship. He's not trying. You told him exactly what it is, and he's listening. She falls back. This is why I instruct guys, fall back. Always think about it like this. By you doing too much, you're never gonna, look, you can do too much and that will hurt you. You falling back, it will never hurt you. It will never hurt you. It'll only work in your favor. Okay, she ain't feeling me. She ain't feeling me. At least I ain't do too much. Oh my gosh, she's feeling me. Well, I wasn't doing too much. I was just being myself. It's a win-win. Let's get the next one.
Guys, Hinge is so fucking weird. Okay, I need to tell you a story and like tell me if this is weird or not. I think it's so fucking weird. So basically, I matched with this guy, right? And like we matched like a day ago or something. And the next day he messages me and he's like, hey, hi Selena, how are you? Whatever. And I don't really respond to it because I'm just like, I'm a busy person, okay? And then he messages me again and he's like, do you want to come out with me tonight? And I'm like, no, like I was in bed, so I just didn't reply to it. Then I wake up the next morning and I get a call from him and he's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? And he's like, oh, like you didn't want to go out with me last night? I was like, no. And then, Brett, we start making plans and he's like, we make plans for the future, okay? And then that night he FaceTimes me and I'm like, okay, I'm down for FaceTime. So we FaceTime, we're talking. He goes to show me something on his phone. So he starts screen sharing, okay? Tell me why my contact name in his phone. Because when someone's screen sharing, you can like see your contact name is the following. Baby. Bro, we just matched on Hinge 2 days ago and this is our first full-length conversation. Why is my name saved in your phone as baby, bro? And like I didn't even say anything because like I didn't even know how to address that. Like that's just weird. Like I don't want to like make things weird by addressing it, but like bro, it was so weird. Fuck. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm like exaggerating or overthinking it, but like, what would you guys do? Would you think it's weird? Like, am I just being an avoidant?
Why don't guys yearn? Why aren't men intentional? I need a guy who's all about me off rip. I don't compete. What is this? I know what it is, but what is this? This is why I instruct dudes, don't do too much. He ain't even really say nothing. She saw it on the screen and was like, baby. Oh no, I'm not feeling this. So I tell you, no lovey-dovey names. Don't try to do any of that. See, guys think they're going to sweet talk a woman and all of that stuff. But what you need to understand is just don't do it at all. She said he got my name saved as baby, but then they'll turn around and say, if he's not obsessed with you, you know, if he's not obsessed with me, I don't want him. So what's this? And I told you guys a long time ago, like I always think back to situations with women, and that's one thing that kind of irks them. Why isn't there a heart next to my name? Well, obviously this was a day. He's doing too much. But you're talking to a woman for a little while, could be a couple weeks, and she's like, why isn't there a heart next to my name? What do you have me saved under? Your name? What the hell? Because they want to lock you in. But in a scenario like this, he just started talking to her. There's no need to do any of that. And there's no need to do it at all. But I'm just showing you, when you do too much, they start to get turned off. But they say a bunch of nonsense. Women don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they want for breakfast. So this is why you might get frustrated when you're like, damn, I thought everything was going well, but now she's acting like she ain't feeling me like that. Well, did you do too much? And once again, when you don't do too much, you're not even thinking that anyway. Oh, damn, she acting flaky. She doesn't want to talk to me anymore. All right, well, I invest a bunch of dates. I didn't do any of this. So I'm cool. Always remember, bro, when you do too much in the beginning, you're setting yourself up for failure. And when you don't do too much, that's what leads them to be confused. Why doesn't he want to put in this effort? Let me investigate this. Let's get the next one.
I'm 38 and I've never been somebody's girlfriend. Not even once. Not even a little bit. I've had situationships. I've had almosts. I've had confusion, mixed signals, ghosting, and men that acted like they liked me until it required effort. But an actual relationship? No, never. And I know for some people that sounds shocking or dramatic or Like I sound desperate. It's even a little embarrassing to say it out loud. I didn't admit it for a really long time because I was embarrassed never having had a boyfriend. But this is actually the reality of a lot of women. When people hear single, they assume that's recent. And it's like, no, babe, like historically. And for a long time, I let that make me feel like something was wrong with me. Like I missed a class that everyone else took on how to be lovable. I am done acting like my life hasn't started because I've never been picked. So if this sounds like you, or you just want to follow along on this journey of mine and learning to be happy with or without a relationship, welcome. As always, love you, mean it.
She's never been in a relationship, late 30s, right? This is a red flag. See, women think that, right, they can go through situationships and go through experiences with men where it didn't go in their favor or they were just messing around with a bunch of dudes. That's no bueno. That's really no bueno. You have no consistency with the guy. And you're going after men who don't really see you as worth it. So how do you think that reflects on you? Like if you and a man have a conversation and you're telling him, well, I've never been in a relationship, but I've been around the block. No guy has ever seen you as worth it. Why should I see you as worth it? This is what they don't get. See, men don't have a problem with women being with other guys. It's just like, okay, well, what was that about? Oh, you've been in this relationship. You've been in this relationship. Okay, it didn't end on any bad terms. Nobody cheated, or maybe he cheated or whatever. Did you learn from the experience? Okay, that's showing you. It's like kind of like an interview process for a job. Oh, you've been at this company for 6, 7, 8 years. Oh, you got a promotion at this time. Oh, they let you go. Oh, things happen. But you're the perfect candidate for this position because you showed up to work on time, never had any write-ups, never had any problems. Like, you understand? You get where I'm going with this? So when she's saying, I've never been someone's choice, I've never been in a relationship with somebody, that's a red flag. And this is exactly why it's just going to continue to happen, because there's a certain vibe. See, this is the problem. When women go for men who understand the game, which is who she's going for in all of these experiences, they can easily decode and tell that, shit, you're not anything that I need to invest into. Yeah, I'll sleep with you, but anything outside of that, nah, I'm good off of that. So it just snowballs and it continues. But if she would just step outside of her usual type, and even this chick, man, they all have this problem. If you would step outside of that, you would actually get to know somebody that you're more compatible with. You're just looking at all these guys, right, who continue to do the same thing. And you're like, I'm not coming off of what I want, but you're not getting what you want either, because you can already go out there and get sex. But it sounds like you're talking about being a woman who's never been good enough to lock down.